Today we are going to discuss about file handling. Yeah. File handling is nothing but, for example, before computers, I mean, we will note something in our books, right? We will note something in our books. We will erase, and we will write some other things. All the things which are doing in the workbook, in books, we will do that in system in program format. Okay, that is what we are going to do now. Uh, uh, let's try to do in text files. Let's see different types of files, how to handle different types of files. Let's go with text file first. I'll take file is equal to, if you observe, you can see file, mode, buffering, encoding, errors, new line, and all. You have different types of arguments here. Whatever you want you can use, but generally we use file. File is nothing but the name of the file, and mode, what the thing you are going to do in your file. That means, are you going to write, read, are you going to add some new lines, like that? Okay, let's go with open, and I'll take my file name as sample dot txt. You have to give extension also, the type of file, and I'm going to uh, read the file first. I'll try to read the file, and this is equal to file dot. As you have used read mode here, you have to take read only. For example, if I try to take a write, okay, I'll take read only first. After that, I will show you the error. You will trigger with an error here. Let's see that error first. Yeah, here you have an error like error, no such file or directory is not found. That means your sample.txt is not there in your file, or else the path of the file is not there. For example, you have sample.txt in any other C folder, or some D drive, or E drive. You have to take that path here. Okay, you have to take that path like C slash some files slash, like that. You have to take that path. If not, if you give your file directly here, so that you can, there is no need to give path, you can directly give the file. But before that, I'll show you about write. Okay, now I'm changing my mode to write. Now let's see the, yeah, here the thing is, when this line is getting executed, as it is Python, it will execute line by line. Immediately when this line is going is executed, a sample.txt file created on its own. When you use write mode, the file will get created. Okay, but here the error is, you are using write mode here. How you can use dot read? It is saying that it is not readable. Okay, unsupported operation. Okay, so I'll use write. Okay, when you use write, you have to use some statements in your write. After this, you have to close the file. Whenever you use this file, whenever you open file, you have to close the file, close that file for sure. Okay, if not, you will trigger with some miss uh, adding, or clubbing of some files also. Okay, you will face some errors. So here I am getting 11 as my output, but what is 11 is nothing but the it is counting the characters. Okay, it is counting the length of that. It is counting the length of that this statement. That's it. Okay, So let's check in this sample.txt. Okay, whatever I have given in my right has been placed in my sample.txt, but uh, we should not use like this. Okay, I mean, you should not. It is also a possible way, but uh, we we have another method to write file or to open the file by using with statement. With open your file name and mode as the variable, whatever the variable you want, you can use. I'm using my variable as file only. Here I am writing to the file. I don't want to print this file. Okay, then there is no need to close the file. Okay, what the which statement will do, you will trigger with a question like what which statement will do. Which statement will automatically close the file when you open with the help of this which statement. Okay, if not, you have to close the file manually. Okay, now I'll print some statement here. Right, completed. You will get right completed. Okay, I got hello world. Now I'll change to hello, okay, right completed. Let's go to file, and again I here what right do means it will overwrite the file what you have written before. Okay, it will replace with the new statements. For example, if you want to add some more statements in your file, then you have to give file dot write hello world. You are getting FratelloInnoTech. There is no space between them, and immediately I'm getting hello world. To get space, you have to add /n at the end of your statement. Here also, sorry, slash file dot write uh, third line. Right completed, and all the three lines have been placed in my sample.txt. If you write any other line, again always it is getting overridden. Okay, I am not getting the new line after when I am whenever I am going to add. Okay, if I add another thing, you have to place all these files, then only you will get all these files in your sample.txt also. Okay, now I'll try to read the file. Okay, I'll try to read the file. With one, I know the file name or txt, and my mode is read mode. As file, you have to give some alias name, and file dot read x equal to file dot read. I'll print this x. Yeah, you got your output here. Okay, as I'm printing x, I'm getting my output here. Okay, this is how you will read, you will write and read the file. But the thing is, when you try to write a single line, I mean, if you want to add some fourth line to your sample.txt, so you have to mention all the previous lines in your write mode, and you have to add that line. So to avoid this, we have another method, another mode called append. We know what appends do. Append will add extra line at the end of the lines. Okay, end of previous lines. with open and my mode is append file. Here directly you can write, okay, file dot write fourth line. Let's see the output first. After that, we so I'll keep some print statement here. Print append append done, and I'll go here and I'll check. I got lines combined at the last line. Now what I'll do is I'll add F before it, because if you give slash in here, you will get it will go to the next line after this line. But I want previous line. Okay, I want to gap between previous line and my uh, present line. So I am using this slash in before my present line. Okay, now the output will be the fourth line already added. The fourth line already added. Now again I am trying to add another line. See the output. You will get like this. Fourth line will be like that only, because we are appending, we are not overriding. So I'm getting my output like this. Okay, I'll try to share the recording class. Okay, there is no need to, I think there is no need to take any screenshot, but no problem, just take screenshot. Okay, no problem.
Sir, can you show the... Okay, never mind. Yeah. Sorry.
This is the read.
Yeah.
And
Can you
what
go
you
back
want?
to the read?
You have to give the file name and the mode. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Now we have different types of modes here. I mean, not modes, different types of methods. We have done, we have seen read, so read, write, close, and we have something called read line. Let's see what is this read line. You will get only the first line. Okay, you will get only the first line. Sorry. If I want to, again, I will get first line only. If I use read lines, I will get all the lines in the form of list. That's it. I will take some image here. Just give me a minute. I will try. I will show you how to read and write an image file. Uh, I'll, I'll get some image. Yeah. I'll show you how to. I have downloaded some image, and I'm copying that image in my file handling directory. If not, you have to use its path, the path of that image. Directly, I copied the image. I'm pasting here, and I kept my image name as TEST. Yeah, I got TEST. Now, what I'll do is I'll take a new image. Image. with open. I'll give my file name. Okay, read. Where is that? Test.jpg is my image name. Test.jpg, and I want to read that file as text equal to file dot read, and I will print that X. Yeah, I'm getting some error. What does that means? Codec can't decode bytes 0 into 90 in position 2 is nothing but my image data is stored in form of bytes. Okay, so my read mode can't read the bytes directly. So you have to change the mode from read to read binary. Read binary. That's it. Now this is your image code. Okay, this is all in the form of binary. Now what I'll do is I'll try to write this. This is my image code, right? I'll copy this code. Okay, it is too heavy, so I'll not copy this code. I know this all code has stored in my X. So what I'll do is I'll write this code into new file. Let's see a new image will create or not. This is my test, right? This is my image. Okay, this is my image. Now I have read it. The all the image code is in the byte form. So this is the code of my image. Now what I'll do is I'll write it into a new file with open. My new file name is test1 dot APEG, and for writing you have to use write binary file y equal to file dot. As we know, we have to give something when we are using write. So there is no need to give all these code into your, all these data into your write. Simply you can give X because we know all the data is stored in X. So I'm giving X directly. Now let's see the output. I'll give print statement confirm right complete. And also I don't want to see this data again. Okay, right, completed. A new file has been created. Let's see what is there in that file. A new same image has been created. This is my old image, original image, and this is the image which I have created with the data of that old image. Okay, this is how you can read and write binary values. You can try to do PDF also. Try to read and write PDF files, same format. Okay, read binary and write binary. You can use same modes, and you can read and write PDF files. Okay, just try on your own, and please let me know.
Sir, like, how did you save the image into your PyCharm?
Yeah, simple. I have downloaded it first. I've copied it. Okay, I've copied it.
Okay. Oh,
Directly copied and pasted in the directory which I have created. Okay, directly you'll have a paste option here. Directly you
yeah.
can paste it here. Okay,
Okay.
if
Thank you.
not, can you the path of the downloaded file.
Okay.
You have to give all this path, these downloads and all. Okay, so instead of giving that path directly, you can give like this. Okay. Yeah, this path. Yeah. Now I got an error when I am trying to I got an error when I'm trying to read a file which is not existing. I mean, I'll try to read this file. There is no sample1.txt in my file handling. So I'm trying to run it. I've got an error. There is no directory. So what I'll do is to handle this, I'll import OS. OS is nothing but our operating system. In my OS, if that file path exists, then I'll try to read the file. If not, I'll say this file is not exist. Okay. If my OS dot path dot I think it's not right, dot exists, my file name sample.txt. You have to give path. Okay. I'll do this one. If not, I'll print file exist. Let me try to run. I'm getting directly file does not exist. Okay. If my file exists, then uh, oh, sorry. Here also I have to give the same file. I'll get the data here. As I've used read lines, I'm getting the data in the form of list. If not, I'll get the data how it is stored in the text file. Okay. This is how you can manage, I mean, you can manipulate the data in the text files. You have different formats in CSV and also in Excel. Okay. Do you have any doubts in this text file?
No, sir.
Let's move to another. And also I want to explain you one other thing. If you want to remove this file, okay, if you want to remove this file, same import os dot exist. My path is dot. Then what I'll do is os dot. I'll remove this file. You can you have these many methods: remove, register, rename, read. These are all inbuilts. We generally don't use. Just I want to explain you the CRUD operations. How to create it, read it. Create means nothing but writing. Reading means directly reading the file. Update, appending the file, and delete, removing the file. Dot that file name sample.txt, and after that I'll print file deleted. Else exists. Try to delete sample1 first. Sample1. I'll get, I don't have any sample1, so I'll get file does not exist. If I try to remove sample, it got deleted. There is no sample now. If I try to run it once again, you will get file does not exist because it is deleted. From this we have done create CRUD operations: create, update, delete, create, read, update, and delete. Okay. These are the main operations in file handling. And also let's move to CSV file. How to make changes. I mean, how to handle CSV files. Okay, we have same method, same, okay, all, but we only minor differences. You have to keep it in mind. Okay, I'll go with CSV files. Yeah. If you want to deal with CSV files, first of all, you have to install CSV. Pip by using in terminal, you have to give CSV like this. Okay, sorry, invalid. I mean, there is. Okay, it is not asking. Okay, you have to import that CSV first. Okay, you have to import CSV first. You have an inbuilt called Python inbuilt called CSV. You have to import it first. Then you can make the operations like with open. Here also you will have file name, mode, buffering, same how you have in your text file. In the same way you will have in your CSV file also. Now, but the difference is there you have used extension as .txt. Here you will use your extension as .csv. That's it. Now I'll use sample.csv as my file name, and I'll use my mode. But here you have to mention mode. Mode is equal to read file. File dot read things. File dot read. I'll print this. Print completed. Same as a text file, but we have some differences here. You'll have same error like no directory find because there is no sample.csv. So I'll create CSV file manually here. File sample.csv. You have to give extension also for your new file. Okay, I've created it. Sample. There is nothing in my sample.csv. Now I'll try to read it. Read complete. Now I'll try to write something in my CSV file. CSV first. You have to import CSV for sure. For text, there is no need to import anything, but for CSV, you have to import it for sure. I'll give some data. I'll give some header like name, age, city. Name as 20. City as Hyderabad. Here you have some error. That error is nothing but you have to give comma here. And I'll take some other data. 21. And I'll take city as Vizag because I don't know cities in Singapore. I'll take that's 22. City as okay, I have taken some data here. Okay, now I have to put all this data into my CSV file. Let's see how we can do that with open. My file name is sample.txt. If you don't have this sample.csv in your directory, then directly it will get created same as txt. Okay, and my mode is right. As file dot write. uh, I want to write this data here, data. I'm getting some error because I have to make this file as a writable first. Then only you can able to uh, write it. Okay, writer is equal to is dot. You have to make that file as a writable file. Okay, writer, by using writer, what you have to give file here. Okay, then you can write into that file. Dot. Okay, you don't have right here, you have right row and right rows. I'll use right row. Let's see what will happen. Right row data. I'll print right done. Let's see the. Okay, right done. I'll go to the CSV file and check. I got data side by side. Okay, I got data side by side. Okay, what happens if I use right rows? Okay, I got data one by one. Okay, so if you use right rows, you will get in the form of list in side by side. But when you use right rows, you will get all the data like this. But here you have small issue. You have space after each line. To avoid the space, you have another method called new line is equal to. Don't give any space in between these two codes. I'll run it. You will get like this. Okay, simple. You can easily write the file. Now from this file, I'll try to read it. Okay, here it is. I'll execute this code now because I have sample.csv and I have data in that CSV file also. Simply I can able to read the file, but here also, yeah, I'll show you one thing. It's equal to file dot read. I'll make this file as reader. Make sure you have to make this file as reader. Okay, csv dot reader. What this file? When you want to write the file, you have to make it writer. When you want to read the file, you have to make it reader. Okay, you are getting the data, but it is not the right way to read the data in CSV files. Okay, now I have made it as a reader. Now I'll print this read directly. Print read. I'm getting some object here. So all the data has stored in an object. To get all the data from the object, you have to use for loop. For I read. I'll print I. You will get all the data in the form of list like this. Okay. This is how you have to read the data from a CSV file, and you can write the data in the like this. Okay. Where is that? Like this. Okay. And coming to append. So when here also in CSV file also, when you try to write anything into the data by using write mode, the data will get override. Okay, for example, I have file a sample.csv. Now yeah, here I want to write. If I change something here, right, done. one line will get removed. Okay, so here also I will use some append mode. Okay, I will show how to use append mode. Just give me a minute. Now I'm going to append the file. Just you have to change the mode here. Yeah, I'll use the same data. Just I'll change the data here. I'll change the mode here, and my mode is A. Okay, and just I've changed my mode. Okay, right done. Okay, append. I'll change append. If I execute this once again, all the data will get added once again. The data gets added again and again. Okay, again I'm getting name, age, city, and all the data. Okay, if I try to execute this write file, this will get override. You will get only less data. If I try to append, you will get only extra data which you want to add. It will append the data like this. Okay, this is how you can append, read, and write. And coming to Excel file, these are only important. Okay, read, write, and append are important in file handling. So let's go with Excel file so that we can complete file handling in today's class only. File. To handle Excel files, you have to import this package. Okay, open Excel package. From this, you have to work with Excel files. Now, what I'll do is I'll active worksheet. I'll active worksheet. Equal to Excel dot design. Open Excel dot and I'll use one sheet. Okay, sheet is equal to wb dot active. Here I am selecting one worksheet. Okay, here I am selecting one worksheet, and now I'll try to append some data into the. Try to add some data into the worksheet. Okay, now sheet dot first of all I found no errors here. Dot append. I'll use some data here. First of all, I'll take uh, header name, age, and city. Now, in the second line, I use append of uh, same 20. So same data I will take. Okay, add sheet dot append of and like 21. Okay, I have taken some two types of data to append to add into my Excel sheets. Okay, now I'll try to execute this. Let's see whether I'll get any error or not. I have not got any error. Now, after appending something, after adding some data into your workbook, you have to save that workbook. Okay, to save that workbook, you have to view dot. Yeah, here you can see save self is nothing but current object, as we know about oops, right? Say self is current object and file name. Whatever the file name you are going to save, you have to give that. I want to give some students, and extension for Excel is not EXEL. It will be like XLSX. Okay, and print program. Now I'll execute this code. Yeah, program ended and some file also created. I'll open this file now. Okay, like this you can add data into the Excel file. This is how you can append some data into the Excel file. Now I'll try to read the data from that Excel file. You have to import OpenPixel. To import, you have to install this OpenPixel pip. Actually, you have to install these libraries. Then only you can able to use this open. My system, I have all the libraries before itself. So you have to install it. Okay, to use this, if without installing this OpenPixel, try to execute the code, you will get an error like no module found OpenPixel. Okay, when you try to execute this file without installing, you will get that error. Okay, now I'm importing OpenPixel. No. These two lines are mandatory for all the things. Okay, now sorry, okay. Now I'll make the workbook pixel dot load. You have an inbuilt called load workbook, and the file name you have to give here. Okay, file name is students students dot excel sx, and my sheet right. Yeah, sheet dot sheet. I have for I in sheet dot. I'm iterating each and every row in my Excel. Okay. Print I. Let's see the output first, and after that we can decide what is going on. Yeah, I got an error like worksheet object has no attribute either. Okay, so you have it is stated clearly that you have given wrong inbuilt. So instead of this, you have to use iter underscore rows. And printed I, but I've got nothing here. Yeah, I got some output here. Okay, to read something from the file, you have to do openpixel dot load workbook and the file name, and you have to active the sheet. Activating the sheet is nothing but you have to give wb, whatever the variable you have used to read, variable dot active. And for I in iter rows, to read each and every row in your sheet, you have to give sheet dot iter rows. I'll try to use only sheet. Even though I'm getting the same output, so here I'll give values only is equal to true. Is nothing but you will get all the values. That's it. Okay, in the form of tuples. Okay, this is how you can write and read from an open pixel. Okay, from Excel files, and also I'll show how to append data into your here also when you try to uh, uh, append is nothing but here I'll show you how to append data. For everything, when you're dealing with open pixel, you have to import it. When you're dealing with CSV, you have to import CSV also. Is equal to dot load workbook, and the file name is dot xlsx, and I'll make my sheet as active. Active, and now I'll append data. Append data, a single line. I have Shreya, and age is some 20, and city as I'll take Mysore. Okay, Mysore. Now, after appending, you have to save your workbook. Dot save and the file name as dot ls and print edit. Okay, now I'll check in my Excel file whether yeah, Shreya also added. This is how you can add data, read data from Excel, CSV, and text. This is how you can handle files. Okay, there's nothing in file handling. Just you will add, append, and delete some data. That's it. Okay. This is how this is about file handling. Okay. Do you have any doubts in today's class?
No, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all about today's class. Shall we start? I mean, okay, we have another module called regex. Okay, regex. Let's try to discuss about regular expressions and some uh, uh, programs on regular expression. By tomorrow, we can finish this Python classes and we can go through those exercise papers. Okay.
Okay, sure, sir.
Yeah. Do you find any missing topics in our course?
Not really. I think we
Yeah.
have covered it.
Yeah. If there is any topic, just remind me. I will explain you that. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Then have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.